I brought my family to the Presbyterian Church in Norwood for the first time a couple of years ago. I was drawn to this church initially because I was seeking something more than what I knew by heart and was desiring growth in my spiritual life. I felt the burden of being part of a stagnating tradition. That the Presbyterian Church in Norwood offered a new way and an open door to us is directly connected to our pastor and the vision she has for this church. When I started coming to PCIN, it was with this sense of being open to the potential of this church. As my participation deepened, I began to make the personal connections with this community, those connections which are so vital in feeling a part of something meaningful. Many years ago, I was asked which part of the worship service was most important. And for me, that part is the passing of the peace. I really believe that you can tell a lot about a worshiping community by watching how they greet one another at this part of the service. And I have to say that the passing of the peace here at PCIN is a kind of mini event each Sunday. For the most part, everyone gets out of the pews and crisscrosses the aisles to shake hands, hug, smile, compliment one another, and express care, concern, and welcome in a very personal, direct way. Peace is what Jesus promised to us. And one way in which Jesus is present to us is in peaceful acts. When we say, "Peace be with you," to one another on Sunday mornings, we are in a very real way invoking Christ. So these burgeoning friendships and relationships, those that began to deepen during the passing of the peace, helped prepare me to say yes to the invitation to become part of the staff at PCIN as youth coordinator. I see my role here as evolving in tandem with my evolving spiritual, intellectual, and emotional connection to the reforming spirit of Calvin that Pastor Fran so often tells us about. It is that reforming spirit that I feel drawn toward because of the way reformers seem to shine a light on what is dark and in need of change. I hope to be able to help the children and youth of this church to understand and appreciate that it is the light of Christ that guides us, a reforming spirit. I hope they themselves become constant seekers of truth and torchbearers. What they learn here, what we as a community model for them, will become part of their faith vocabulary. What I would like to see here at PCIN going forward is a more holistic relationship between our youth programs and our other ministry activities. The so-called silo approach to religious education is giving way to progressive models that are more mission-oriented, intergenerational, and experiential. Moving in this direction does require some courage and innovative thinking, especially when traditional forms such as church school transition to something that may feel very experimental at the outset. But I definitely believe we are up to the task because we are indeed a small church doing great things. Peace be with you.